What's going on YouTube? My name is Martin, you're watching ThemeIsle, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how you can use AI to create an online course super fast. Before we get started, I do want to mention that this is an unofficial part 2 to another video that we published recently on the ThemeIsle YouTube channel. That video was about how to create and sell online courses using WordPress and a free plugin called Masteriyo. And in that video, I walked you through exactly how you can set up an online course website and how to create an online course. However, the one thing I did not mention is that Masteriyo actually has a feature where you can connect it to your OpenAI account and then leverage the power of ChatGPT to generate content for your online courses. As you can imagine, that's going to make the whole process go a lot faster than just starting from scratch and writing everything manually. And best of all, it's really quick and really easy to set up. So if that sounds good to you and you want to know how to do it, then stay tuned because I'm about to show you. Let's do it. All right, so here we are with our online course website. I'm going to make an assumption here, and that assumption is that you already have WordPress installed, your online course website has already been built, and you also have the Masteriyo plugin installed as well. If that is not the case, once again, I do suggest going back to watch the unofficial part 1 video, which is how to create and sell online courses with WordPress. The link for that is in the video description. Having established that as the prerequisite, we can get started. So first we want to go to the left-hand side column and we want to hover over Masteriyo. We're going to scroll down to settings. We're going to click on settings. And then we're going to scroll down a little bit more and we're going to click on where it says advanced. And then the advanced menu is going to open up and you'll see the next to last option is AI integrations. So we're going to click on AI integrations. And here you see enable OpenAI. So we're going to toggle that on. To get OpenAI key, click here. So we're going to click this. And that's going to bring us to this screen. We're going to click on login so we can log into our OpenAI account. Here, you're just going to put in your normal login credentials that you would use to use ChatGPT or one of the other OpenAI services. I think this step is pretty self-explanatory to pretty much everyone. So I'm going to just fast forward past this step and we're going to continue after I log in. All right, so here we are logged into our account and you see it brings you to this screen where you can create a new secret key. So we're going to click on this button and here you can name your secret key. So you can name it, whatever you want. I'm just going to call it the name of the plugin, Masteriyo, but you can name it again, whatever you'd like. For a project, I don't even know why there's a drop-down menu here because there's no other option. Watch, it's just default project. Probably after you create a couple of them, maybe there's something that shows up here. But at the beginning, you're only going to see that anyway, so there's no real choice there. Permissions, you can leave it as all, and then click on Create Secret Key. And then on this screen, you're going to get your key. So just click the copy button, and then go back to your WordPress. And here, you're going to paste that key into this area right here, OpenAI key. Then click on Save Setting. So now you have officially integrated OpenAI with Masteriyo. And with that being done, let's take a look at what type of special powers that gives you and how quickly you can get things done as far as building a course. So for that, we'll go back to our courses over here on the left-hand side. And this is a little bit tricky. Actually, it's not tricky. It's just, it's one little thing you need to do. Up here, there should be a button to use ChatGPT, but it's not. And that's because your browser is reading the cached version of the page. So all you need to do is just hit refresh on your browser and boom, you see right here, it shows up, create with AI. So let's click on it. That gives us the pop-up window, course creation with AI. It asks us for a course title, course idea, course structure and options, number of sections for your course, and number of lessons per section. There's also a tab at the bottom which says create course outline only. So my 2 cents here is that if you want to go for more, let's say speed over accuracy, then you would turn this off because this will basically make it so that ChatGPT will generate pretty much the entire course for you, right? You have course highlight points, lesson description paragraphs. You can create quizzes for each section, or create quizzes for the last section only, or don't create any quizzes. So this is kind of a way to just jumpstart the entire process right from the get-go. My personal recommendation is to actually turn this on, and that's because what it's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to create more refined prompts for each of those sections. For each quiz you'd create, you'll have more of a fine-grained control over all of that content that GPT is generating. So I'm going to leave it on. For the course title, I'm going to continue the theme that I started in the unofficial first video that I mentioned earlier on. In that video, I created a coding school, an online coding school, and the first course that I actually created was Intro to HTML. You can kind of see it behind the pop-up window here. So for this one, we'll do Advanced HTML. Course idea, you can type one out here, which in real life, when you're doing this, I would suggest you do type it in, but I'm gonna just rely on ChatGPT to do it. So I'm gonna click Create. You see course outline created successfully, edit course. So you can click edit course to go right into it here, or you can close out the pop-up window. So as you see, this is the course here. You can see it's differentiated from the other courses with the OpenAI logo, where it says created with AI. So let's go into edit here. And this is our course description. And then we're gonna once again click on the OpenAI logo. And this is where we put our prompt. So keep in mind, this is going to work pretty much the same way as it would if you were using ChatGPT on the ChatGPT website. And what I mean by that is the quality of your prompt is going to determine the quality of the output. So obviously it just starts you off with this generic write the content for advanced HTML. That's really simple, and it's going to leave a lot up to ChatGPT to kind of fill it in with its own imagination. In real life, you would probably want to be a lot more specific and mention, at least I would say maybe individual chapter titles, or just things that I would hash out beforehand. Even using AI, right? You can use ChatGPT or Claude to give you sample ideas for chapters on a course about advanced HTML or whatever your topic is. And then once you kind of create that ahead of time, I would then take that and put it into the prompt just to give you a better prompt inside of here. At the bottom, there's also a word limit, so you can set your word limit. I'm going to set it to 50 because it's a course description. It does not need to be that long. So now let's click generate. You're going to get this weird error message. I honestly don't even know what this means, but it doesn't seem to affect how it works. As you can see, we're going to X out of the window, and behind the window, you see it did generate the content. The one thing that it doesn't really do is it doesn't create paragraphs, I noticed. So it'll kind of just give you this mush of sentences. So you have to separate it out on your own, so it looks a little bit, a little bit cleaner. And when you're satisfied, you can obviously manually edit it. You can do whatever you want here. You can make this bold, make it italic, just make your edits however you want it to look. And when you're ready, just click on update on the top right corner. And now for the next step, we're going to go to the builder. And here is where we're actually going to build the course. So if you recall, in that initial pop-up window, I believe that I chose that I wanted to have 4 sections to the course and 3 lessons per section. And that's what we have here. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and each one has three sections. So let's click into them. Let's go to the first one. You see it's empty. So once again, we click on our OpenAI logo. And here again, you would put the prompt, you would set your word limit, and then you would hit generate. And basically, you would just go through and repeat that process for all of them, for all of your sections. For quizzes, you would click add new content, then you would select quiz. Here you would put your quiz name. I'll do, say, recap of HTML5, add new quiz. And now that brings us automatically to questions. We once again click the OpenAI logo. And here's our prompt. Again, this is just the generic default prompt. I would make this more detailed if I was doing it in real life. You choose your number of questions. Let's do 3. Question type, I'll do multiple choice. Now I'm going to show you something, and this again speaks to the quality of the prompt. Notice in the prompt, it just says to write the questions. It doesn't say anything about writing answers. So watch what happens. So now I have these 3 questions. What does HTML stand for? Which tag is used to define an image in HTML? And so on. Let's open it up. Let's scroll down. And you notice it actually did give me some answers. Now, when I did this as a dry run and without putting in the prompt that I also wanted it to generate answers, it actually did not generate answers. So you may or may not get answers if you don't put it in, but the point here is be specific in your prompts, because this is just, I just happened to get lucky that it did generate the answers, but it won't always do it unless you instruct it to do so. So make sure you include that in your prompt. And then let's see what it did for the second one, just out of curiosity. Aha, you see? Okay, now there's nothing for this one. This is the second question. I scroll down and there's no answers. Well, basically, again, the point is be specific in your prompts, add as much detail as possible, because the quality of your prompt is going to determine the quality of the output. There's also the settings area here. I covered this in detail in that first unofficial video, so if you are interested in kind of going through this step by step, I recommend watching that video. Let's go back to the builder. All right, our quiz is here. Let's move it down a bit. All right, and to add other quizzes, you would again repeat that process. Add new content, and then you just go to quiz and repeat the process. All right, so as you can see, this is very straightforward, and using ChatGPT is just going to save you a lot of time. It's not flawless, and you do have to make some manual tweaks, but it's still way faster than having to do everything manually. I do want to show you one more thing here. Let's go back to courses. Let's go to create with AI again. And what I want to show you is I'm going to turn this off, because I want you to see what it looks like when ChatGPT just jumpstarts the entire process for you. So we'll do create quiz in last section only. Number of quizzes 1, number of questions per quiz. We'll just do 2. I just want you to get the idea basically. What's our course title going to be? Let's do CSS for beginners. Okay, let's click create. All right, course outline created successfully. Additional course content is being created in the background. This may take some time, please be patient. Again, because this is basically designing the entire course for you. So as I mentioned before, it is up to you which approach you want to take. I prefer the first approach because I like being able to create those detailed, refined prompts for each section. But of course, I do see the value in just having the entire course built for you and then kind of going in and editing that raw material that ChatGPT has generated. All right, finally, the complete course is created successfully. That's actually funny. I love that they wrote the word finally. It's like, oh, you've been waiting so long. All right, so let's click on edit course, and you see everything's here already. You don't have to do what we did before, which is to put the prompts. It's already here. Let's go to builder, and yeah, you have all the sections, and then you have the quiz. See best practices and tools quiz. Let's go to the questions. It already has the questions here. Let's see if it has answers. Yep, it has answers. It has the correct answer chosen. So yeah, as I said, this is a much faster way to get started. It is up to you which approach you'd like to take. And that's pretty much it. All right, and that brings us to the end of the video. So as I told you at the beginning, it is really easy to connect your OpenAI account to Masteriyo and then start generating content for your courses. And I think after watching this, you would probably agree. However, if you do still have any questions about anything, definitely don't hesitate to drop a comment down below. I'll be glad to help you out. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe to the channel because there's more great content coming soon, and I will see you next time.